plays. In both of them, I will simply be sitting in one of these chairs, and that's the play. It's abstract. We're joining with NYU, that's what. Anyway. Camera's good? Camera's good? Camera's good.
We're good.
Okay. Without further ado, I give you our performers.
Excuse me, is this chair taken?
Excuse me?
Is this taken? Oh, sorry.
Sure thing.
Excuse me, is this chair taken?
Excuse me?
Is this taken?
No, but I'm expecting somebody in a minute.
Oh, thanks anyway.
Sure thing.
Excuse me, is this chair taken?
No, but I'm expecting somebody very shortly.
Would you mind if I sit here till he, she, or it comes along?
They do seem to be pretty late.
You never know who you might be turning down.
Sorry. Nice try, though.
Sure thing. Is this seat taken?
No, it's not.
Would you mind if I sit here?
Yes, I would.
Oh! Is this chair taken?
No, it's not.
Would you mind if I sit here?
No, go ahead.
Thanks. Great place.
Mm-hmm.
What's the book?
I just wanted to read in quiet, if you don't mind.
No, sure thing. Every place else seems to be taken.
Mm-hmm.
Great place for reading.
Yes, I like it.
What's the book?
The Sound of Fury?
Oh, Hemingway. What's the book?
The Sound of Fury.
Oh, Faulkner.
Have you read it?
Not actually. I've sure read about it. It's supposed to be great.
It is great.
I hear it's great. Waiter. What's the book?
The Sound of Fury.
Oh, Faulkner.
Have you read it?
I'm a Mets fan myself.
Have you read it?
Yeah, I read it in college.
What was college?
I went to Oral Roberts University.
Where was college?
I was lying. I never went to college. I just like to party.
What was college?
Polytechnic University.
Do you like Faulkner?
I love Faulkner. I spent a whole winter reading him once.
I've just started.
I was so excited after 10 pages. I went out and bought everything else he ever wrote. One of the greatest reading experiences of my life. I mean, all that incredible psychological understanding, page after page of gorgeous prose, and the way he grasps the mystery of time and human existence, and the smell of the earth. What do you think?
I think it's pretty boring.
What's the book?
The Sound of Fury.
Oh, Faulkner.
Do you like Faulkner?
I love Faulkner.
He's incredible.
I spent a whole winter reading him once.
I was so excited after 10 pages that I went out and bought everything else he wrote.
All that incredible psychological
And
understanding,
the prose is so gorgeous.
the way he grasps the mystery of time.
And human existence. I can't believe I waited this long to read him.
You never know. You might not have liked him before.
It's true.
You might not have been ready for him. You have to hit these things at the right moment. It's no good.
That's happened to me.
It's all in the timing. My name's Bill, by the way.
I'm Betty.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, I thought reading Faulkner was a great experience.
Yes.
Sound and the Fury.
Well, onwards and upwards.
Waiter! You have to hit these things at the right moment or it's no good.
That's happened to me.
It's all in the timing. My name's Bill, by the way.
I'm Betty.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you come here a lot?
Actually, I'm just in town for 2 days from Pakistan.
My name's Bill, by the way.
I'm Betty.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you come here a lot?
Every once in a while, do you?
Not so much anymore. Not as much as I used to after my nervous breakdown. Do you come here a lot?
Why are you asking?
Just interested.
Are you really interested, or do you just want to pick me up?
No, I'm really interested.
Why would you be interested in whether I came in here a lot?
Just getting acquainted.
Maybe you're only interested for the sake of making small talk long enough to ask me back to your place to listen to the music, or because you just rented this great tape for your VCR, or because you have some unknown Django Reinhardt record. Only all you really want to do is fuck, which you won't do very well. After which you'll go to the bathroom and pee very loudly, then pad into the kitchen and get yourself a beer from the refrigerator without
come here a lot?
Every other day, I think.
I come here quite a lot. I don't remember seeing you.
I guess we must have different schedules.
Missed connections.
Yes. Different time zones.
Amazing how you can live in this town right next door to somebody and never even know it.
I know.
City life?
It's crazy.
We probably pass each other every day on the street, right in front of this place.
Yeah.
Well, the waiter sure seems to be in a different time zone. I can't seem to locate one anywhere. Waiter! So, what do you...
I beg your pardon?
Nothing, sorry.
I guess we must be on different schedules.
Missed connections?
Yes. Different time zones.
Amazing how you can live right next door to somebody in this town and never even know it.
I know.
City life?
It's crazy.
You weren't waiting for somebody when I came in, were you?
Actually, I was.
Oh, boyfriend?
Sort of.
What's a sort of boyfriend?
My husband?
You weren't waiting for somebody when I came in, were you?
Actually, I was.
Oh, boyfriend?
Sort of.
What's a sort of boyfriend?
We were meeting here to break up.
Mm-hmm. What's a sort of boyfriend?
My lover. Here she comes right now.
You weren't waiting for somebody when I came in, were you?
No, just reading.
Sort of a sad occupation for a Friday night, isn't it? Reading here all by yourself?
Do you think so?
Well, sure. I mean, what's a good-looking woman like you doing out alone on a Friday night?
Trying to keep away from lines like that.
No, listen. You weren't waiting for somebody when I came in, were you?
No, just reading.
Sort of a sad occupation for a Friday night, isn't it? Reading here all by yourself?
I guess it is in a way.
What's a good-looking woman like you doing out alone on a Friday night? No offense, but,
I'm out alone on a Friday night for the first time in a very long time.
Oh.
You see, I just recently ended a relationship.
Oh.
A rather long-standing.
I'm sorry. Well, listen. Since reading here all by yourself is such a sad occupation for a Friday night, would you like to go elsewhere?
No.
Do something else?
No, thanks.
I was headed to the movies in a little while anyway.
I don't think so.
Big chance to let Faulkner catch his breath. All those long sentences get him pretty tired.
Thanks anyway.
Okay.
I appreciate the invitation.
Sure thing. You weren't waiting for somebody when I came in, were you?
No, just reading.
Sort of a sad occupation for a Friday night, isn't it? Reading here all by yourself.
I guess I was trying to think of it as existentially romantic. You know, cappuccino, great literature, rainy night.
That only works in Paris. We could hop on a plane, get it on a Concorde, find a cafe. head to
I'm a
Paris.
little short on plane fare tonight.
Darn it, so am I.
To tell you the truth, I was headed to the movies after I finished the section. Would you like to come along, since you can't locate a waiter?
That's a very nice offer, but
Girlfriend?
two actually. One of them's pregnant and then Stephanie.
Girlfriend?
No, I don't have a girlfriend. Not if you mean the castrating bitch I dumped last night.
Girlfriend?
Sort of.
What's a sort of girlfriend?
My mother. I just ended a relationship, actually.
Oh,
Of rather long standing.
I'm sorry to hear it.
This is my first night out alone in a long time. I feel a bit at sea, to tell you the truth.
So you didn't stop to talk because you're a Mooney or have some weird political affiliation?
No, straight down the ticket Republican. Straight down the ticket Democrat. Can I tell you something about politics? I like to think of myself as a citizen of the universe. I'm unaffiliated.
That's a relief. So am I.
I vote my beliefs.
Labels are not important.
Labels are not important. Exactly. Take me, for example. I mean, what does it matter if I had a 2.0, a 3.0, a 4.0 in college? Or if I came from Texas, Long Island, downtown Brooklyn?
Sure.
I believe a man is what he is. A person is what they are.
I think so too.
So what if I had a Trotsky? So what if I had a total body liposuction? So what if I don't have a penis? So what if I spent a year working the Peace Corps? I was acting on my own convictions.
Sure.
You can't just hang a sign on a person.
Absolutely. I'll bet you're a Scorpio. Listen, I was headed to the movies after I finished this section. Would you like to come along?
That sounds like fun. What's playing?
A couple of the really early Woody Allen movies.
Oh,
You don't like Woody Allen,
sure I like Woody Allen.
but you're not crazy about Woody Allen.
Those other ones kind of get on my nerves.
Uh-huh.
You know,
I was thinking about...
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say The Woody Allen Festival?
Just up the street.
You like the early ones?
I think anybody who doesn't ought to be run off the planet.
How many times have you seen Bananas?
8 times.
12. So you're still interested?
Do you like Evelyn's crumb cake?
I went out at 2 in the morning last night to get one. Did you have an etch and sketch as a child?
Yes. And do you like Brussels sprouts?
No, I think they're disgusting.
They are disgusting.
Do you still believe in marriage in spite of the current sentiments against it?
Yes.
And children?
3 of them.
2 girls and a boy?
MIT, Cooper Union, and Polytechnic University.
And will you love me?
Yes.
And cherish me forever?
Yes.
Do you still want to go to the movies?
Sure thing.
Waiter!
Wonder Hat. Thank you.
Dear fellow, this is a circular path. It runs quite around the outer edge of the park. It's about a half mile or thereabouts. It delights me. I always spend my evenings here. One can walk here for hours with the absolute certainty of never getting anywhere.
Dear chap, in these days of suburban progress, I have not thought such a place still possible.
And there's another point in its favor. As you may have noticed, all the promenaders move continuously in the same direction. It is therefore only necessary to maintain an even pace in order to avoid making acquaintances.
One might retrace one's steps.
It has been tried by certain elderly roos and women of the opera, always with disastrous results. Our best people no longer attempt it.
How delightfully like life.
In certain ways, yes. Those of a genial disposition may lag and allow others to catch up. The more adventurous may press on and overtake somebody. But unlike life, one is never troubled by one's creditors.
Thoroughly charming. Tell me, does Columbine ever come here?
That is one drawback. She comes here very often.
That is really annoying. Devishly, foolishly annoying.
You're very empathetic.
I never liked that woman, in spite of what the poets say about her.
By keeping a sharp lookout, I have thus far managed to avoid her myself and yet keep her in sight without her laying eyes on me.
I see we are both confirmed bachelors without a grain of sentiment in us. We have agreed perfectly.
On the contrary, we don't agree at all. Because you dislike Columbine, you are too confoundedly polite to others. You make cynical love to all sorts of women. I, on the other hand, am immensely partial to the same young lady and detest the rest of the sex. I am therefore overwhelmed with dinner invitations.
If you are so much in love with Columbine, why don't you catch up with her some evening and have it out with her?
Gross materialism. Would you have me risk the crushing of an ideal for a few honeyed kisses? She would certainly fall in love with me, like all the others.
At least I should be spared the possibility of her falling in love with me.
How very selfish of you. But come, if you are quite rested, let us continue our walk.
To be perfectly frank, dear chap, I find your conversation has made me extremely sleepy.
There's a beautiful stone bench just beyond the clump of lilacs.
Thanks. When we reach it, I shall sit down.
By all means, dear fellow. I can then resume my stroll without the encumbrance of your society.
You have scrolled. You have scrolled. All my broken ambitions, wasted lives, cork legs, rejected poems, unfinished plays, bottles, bootjacks, and worn-out religions. Darn it, nobody here, huh? I walked 3 times around this accursed park, not a bona fide customer. I'll sit down. Yes, yes, I'll sit down. Leaves this infernal crick in my back.
I'm sure, Margot, that I saw him here only a minute ago talking to that silly clown in the yellow suit.
Well, anyway, whether it was him or an illusion, he's gone now.
Oh, dear. I thought he might have stopped to let me catch up with him.
Do you want my honest opinion, Mistress Columbine?
How can an opinion be anything but honest? An opinion is automatically and naturally honest.
Mine ain't, ma'am. I always formulate my opinions to conform.
I don't want them. I'm miserable. I'm wretched.
Then I won't give them to you. But if you'd act more like a lady and stop trapezing of the night, trying to scrape acquaintance with this harlequin, who God knows may have 6 or 7 wives already.
I'm not trapezing after him.
You loves for old, you loves for old.
How you startled me.
Lord Lovelace, I nearly swallowed my tongue with the jump he gave me.
Bargains, cheap, wonderful bargains. What will the lady buy? Something for a parlor, or something for a bedroom, or something for herself? Wallpapers, cannery beaters, salt shakers, necklaces, diamonds, boots, chains, new, old, bargains. Cheap, wonderful bargains.
No, no, no. I don't want anything.
I have cures to sell and charms.
Can't you see she doesn't want any of your patent medicines?
What charms have you?
I have a charm to ward off evil spirits.
Get along with you.
Then against nightmares, then against mice and toothaches and bunions and burglars and broken legs.
No, I don't want them. I don't want any of them.
Then you're in love. You need a love charm.
You're impudent. I tell you I'm not in love.
What makes you pipe her off as being in love?
A lady who isn't interested in mice, burglars, or bunions must be in love. There are no two ways about it.
What about the broken legs and toothaches?
I just put that in for a good measure.
Enough! I won't listen to you. I'm not in love.
I can remedy that with a charm.
I don't want your charms. I don't want to be in love. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
Yes, yes, pretty lady. I know that sort of talk very well. But I also have a charm to attract love.
You have a charm to attract love?
It'll bring all men to you. Little men, big men, pretty men, old men, fat men.
I want only one man. Only Harlequin.
If you want my opinion, ma'am,
But I don't.
I'd leave this fellow stuff alone if I were you.
But I'm not you. And I want the charm.
It will bring Harlequin to you with the rest.
Oh, quick, give it to me.
Ah, here it is. An old slipper. They say Cinderella wore a crystal slipper. That's a lie. This is what she wore. Look at it.
Do I have to wear that?
Land's sake, it's all run down at the heel.
That's because it's been worn so often. Semiramis of Babylon, Lays of Corinth, and Thace of Alexandria all wore this boot.
Them names don't sound respectable ladies to my way of thinking.
It looks very old. Are you sure it's been fumigated?
It's no older than the light it will kindle in 1,000 eyes to see. Put it on, pretty lady, and all the men in the world will flock to you, especially to the one that wears the slipper.
Oh, how wonderful.
Take my word, miss, it'll be a nuisance to you.
I don't care. I'm going to teach Harlequin a lesson he won't forget in a hurry.
Mind, I warned you.
There. It doesn't look so bad once I've got it on. It fits perfectly.
Oh, most wonderful lady, oh, most beautiful lady, oh, most divine, most gracious lady.
Lord Lovelace, what's gotten into the old bag of bones?
You have melted the lumbifice in my breast. I can now see the sweet waters falling and hear the birds chirping.
Get up this minute before I bust along bawling for help.
Oh, now I know it works. Don't you see, Margot? It's the slipper. It's the magic slipper.
I love you. I love you.
Stop it, I tell you.
It's very nice of you, of course, but get up, please, and tell me how much I owe you.
Can't stand here all night, you know.
Oh.
Don't you hear me? I say, how much do I owe you for the magic slipper?
Nothing. You owe me nothing. You can have everything in my sack. All my wares, all my charms, all my cures.
Wouldn't touch them with the tip of a barge pole.
I really think I ought to pay him.
If he won't take anything, then he won't. That's all there is to it.
Speak to me. My heart is bursting.
Let it burst then. Come, man, let's get out of here before he throws a fit and the police come after him.
Yes, let's run.
No, wait! You must listen to me. I love you. Oh, this stitch in my side. Oh, what an idiot I am. I gave away my wonderful magic slipper with 5 bags of gold. toothpaste, toothbrush, underwear. Bells, hosiery, glasses, bargain, sir. I have bottle openers.
I want none of your bargains.
I have magic charms, sir.
Haha, that's more like it. What charms have you?
I have charms against bunions, burglars, broken legs, stomach aches, and hangnails.
Ordinary trash, I don't want any of them.
I have a love charm.
God forbid! Have you by any chance a charm against love? Aye. Some efficacious armor against womankind in general.
Ah, you're a cautious man, a sensible man.
No, you painted pander. Then this day, a young man's lot is not a happy one. Everywhere I go, excepting this park, women follow me. They covet me, they stalk me, they make my days miserable. They haunt my sleep, they simper at me and wink at me. They rub against me like silken kittens. I would almost die from the very irritation of their wiles, their snaring pursuits. And the worst part of it all is, I know myself susceptible.
There's only one charm in the world against falling in love. But I can tell you a powder when tossed in the air will bring destruction to women alone.
No, that's too brutal. And what's the use of destroying 100, 1,000, or even 1,000,000 women to have one catch you after all? It would be a wasted effort. Love is inevitable.
Wait! I have the very thing! The one thing that you cannot remove the inevitable at any rate, and you cannot hide from it. I can sell you a hat.
But I'm not in the market for a hat.
Well, Wonder Hat, a magic hat, will make you invisible.
Invisible?
When you put it on, you will be invisible to the whole world.
Come, you millionaire sorcerer. You've convinced me. Splendid. They shall never simper at me again. Never adulterate before my tormented eyes. I will buy it.
Is it not a creation?
God, what a thing to wear! I would not wear it, you may be sure, were it not invisible. Indeed, any man would not want to be seen in such a hat.
It might be unlovely in outline, coarse in texture, and unrefined in color. But there is only one other such hat in the world, and it belongs to the great Lama of Tibet. This one will cost you gold, sir. Gold.
But first I must see, is it really a wonder hat?
I will put it on.
A miracle! Where are you?
Now.
What wonders I will do with that hat? I will walk the streets in comfort and security. But stay! What if the hat is only charmed for you? What if the charm does not apply to me?
Then you shall try it on yourself. Put it on. Yeah.
Can you see me?
By St. Peter of Padua, not a speck of you. Ow! Yeah, you see, I'm quite invisible.
But not invulnerable.
How much will you give me for this wonder hat, huh?
Are you sure you can't see me?
You are the one with the thin air and the fairies that inhabit it.
There is no uncanny trick by which Columbine can discover me?
None. None, I swear it. None. It's only by a voice that I know where you are. For yours, a treasure, this magic hat. It belongs to this old lady who was with once upon a time. How much will you give me, sir? Hey. 5 bags of gold. Hey. Sir. Hey. Hey, you! Hey! Take up my magic hat! Right this moment! Please! Hey! Oh! What a stupid fool I am! First I gave away my slipper worth 5 bags of gold, and now I gave away this wonderful magic hat. Oh, I've been cheated! I've been tricked! I can't believe myself. The station outside is gonna make me go crazy. A thought. What a pair of lovers they will make, huh? She with a slipper, and he with a hat. She said, Harlequin. He said, Columbine. I shall have my revenge. Yes, 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 yes. They are fools, not I. As if love is not stupid in itself. I must follow her. She went that way.
I should have paid him if he hadn't run away like that. But of course, One can't be running after tradespeople pressing money upon them. It simply isn't done. Columbine should have made a round of the park by this time. I wonder what's keeping him. Here I am waiting for him, as safe and invisible as the angels themselves. Ah, her voice. Like the tinkling bells in a shrine of ivory. Like the patter of crystal rain in a pool of scarlet lilies. I am in love. And if I should take off my hat, I'd surely be lost. She would pounce on me, and being in love, I would pounce back. My hat must stay on. But what if, being unable to see me, she should fall in love with somebody else? That vapid-ass Piero, for instance. Oh God, what if he should strike fire into her heart? But I will not take off my hat. Kind heavens, give me strength to not take off my hat.
This is too much. Did you ever see such a rabble?
I shouldn't be so particular, miss, seeing as how you brought it upon yourself.
They've risen from every bench to follow me. They've come from every corner of the park. Burglars, doctors, poets, whiskered Don Juans, rumbling Romeos. Great heavens, the idiots! If they hadn't fallen to fighting amongst themselves, we'd have been trampled to death. I hope they exterminate one another. I hope I never see them again.
Bless me, what's that?
Nothing. There's nobody here.
You want my honest opinion, miss?
How many times must I tell you?
Be careful with that magic slipper, miss.
What's the good of it? It's brought me nothing but trouble.
Well, what did you expect?
It hasn't brought him. It hasn't brought Harlequin.
If you want my opinion, miss, honest or otherwise.
I don't!
Then I won't give it to you.
Oh my God. Be gentle with me, please. I love him. And I'm dreadfully uncomfortable about it.
Well, there's worse discomfort, you know. This clergyman's sore throat, for instance, and housemaid's knee.
If I could only see him now. The cold-hearted fish. I'd fix him. I'd melt his icy blood for him.
Of course you would, of course you would.
But he can't escape. The magic slipper will draw him from the ends of the earth. I'll marry him. I'll have him for my own under lock and key in my house.
If I may put in a word, miss, I hope you won't have a basement kitchen.
But I'll make him suffer first. Oh!
If you must get head up and stand, I confine you to keep your stamping to the foot that doesn't have the slipper on.
Margot, were you ever in love?
You know very well, miss, I have 3 babies at home.
Tell me, did you love their father?
It's my honest opinion, miss. There were 3 fathers, and I love them all very much.
Then you're a wicked woman.
There are opinions concerning that question, miss, honest and otherwise.
You are, I say.
Which I choose, begging your pardon, to consider as an otherwise opinion. Being a father to 3 babies puts an awful responsibility on a man, as you may find out for yourself someday. So I was careful to distribute the burden.
At last! The exquisite Columbine! Oh! Oh, yes. I have vanquished the legion of your adorers.
Lord love us, you look as though you've been run for a threshing machine.
I have. I kicked Saramusha in the stomach. I pushed the doctor of Bologna in the lily pond. Oh, divine Suri, I have come to claim my reward.
You're about to tear the trimming off my petticoat.
Oh, Columbine, Columbine, I love you.
Get up, you big baby.
Oh, Columbine. I love you, Columbine. Listen to me.
This is a very sudden change on your part, Mr. Perrault. Yesterday you snubbed me quite openly.
Forgive me. I was blind. I was adult. I have only just now come to my senses.
You'll come to something worse presently.
Oh, I love you. I love you.
How dare you touch my hair?
I never touched your hair.
You did.
I did nothing of the sort.
There are laws to cover that sort of thing, you know. Annoying women in a public park.
You're an impudent hussy.
You're nothing but a common, ordinary homewrecker.
Margot, it's wonderful, it's divine. I feel as if the air was suddenly full of kisses.
It's full of dampness and nasty language. That's what it is.
It's full of unspeakable ecstasy of my adoration.
It's full of marvelously shy caresses. They're like the wings of happy butterflies brushing the white lilac blooms.
Ah, what did I tell you? The love I offer you is a gift, a treasure.
I can almost hear it. Invisible lips, sighing my name. His lips, Harlequin's lips.
What did you say about Harlequin?
It's none
think of intruding that fellow's name at a time like this? Why, that chap's positively a bounder. He has no taste, no education, no refinement. Oh, and his face. Ugh. He'd frighten himself to death in the morning if his bother didn't have him at her. Ow! Ow! You did that.
Did what?
I know you did. You stabbed me in the back, and don't you deny it?
The man is stark, staring mad.
Will you be good enough to explain what's the matter with you?
I've been attacked, lacerated.
You don't behave yourself, I'll give you something to howl about.
Oh, but it's nothing compared to torments I've suffered from your cold heart. Ow! Ow! Those fire animals are being bitten to death!
And a good riddance, too.
Come, Margot. I won't stay here. I won't be insulted.
No! Oh, I'll suffer in silence. Oh, only don't leave me. Speak to me. I love you.
Let go of my dress or I'll scream for help.
If you really want help, miss, it's my advice to take off the slipper.
Yes. Why didn't I think of it?
Oh, I love you. I drove. This is most extraordinary.
Toss it to me, miss. What a rummy slipper. I wonder what's inside of it. Love? Tickle.
Well, Mr. Perot.
I'm quite at a loss to explain my feelings. Oh, dear Margot, queen among housemaids and divine custodian of my deepest affection.
You see, miss, the man is now in love with me.
Disgusting.
I am drawn by some irresistible power of fascination. Oh, I belong to you, utterly.
You belong in jail. That's where you belong.
Oh, I love you, I swear it. See, I kiss the whole of your gown. I throw myself at your mercy.
Ooh la la, listen to the man talk.
You're a crazy hussy to take advantage of your social superior.
My superior? Him?
You're forgetting your place.
I love you, I love you.
Suppose, miss, I was to say I believe every word he says to me.
I'd say you were an artful designing minx. I'd discharge you without a shred of character.
Well, you won't have to, because I ain't gonna say it.
You must listen to me. You must. Ow! Oh! This is terrible. I love you.
A woman who works for a living can't afford to have her good nerves shattered for her.
Give me back the slipper this instant.
You're welcome to it, I'm sure. Now will you let go of me?
I love you.
Well, sir.
Well,
I consider myself fortunate to have escaped you both. I see now there is something deadly about that slipper. To think that a man of my intellectual and artistic achievements should have been affected by such a slippery artifice. In love with a boot. How trivial.
well, what are you going to do now?
I think I should drown myself in the fountain.
Margot. What shall I do? I'm faint. I'm intoxicated. He hasn't come yet, and I feel as if he were near me, almost touching me. I feel all the exquisite uncertainty of love. Yes, I love him. I love Harlequin, and I know he loves me in return. I know it, and yet...
Yes, miss, and yes?
And yet I don't know what under heavens to do about it.
It's my advice, miss. Put the slipper on again. What if it don't catch this here Harlequin? Besides, there is such a thing as making the right man jealous.
I believe you're right. I'll put on the slipper. I'll have a desperate flirtation with Pierrot. I'll take him everywhere with me. I'll dangle him before Harlequin's eyes. It will serve them both right. Mr. Perot,
I beg your pardon.
I don't want you to be angry with me.
I don't. Oh, my angel, my flower, my enchantress.
You were very rude to me a few moments ago.
Oh, forgive me. It was a dream. I love you.
You accused me of having charming and snare at your affections by means of a charm.
A charm? I know nothing of a charm. I am charmed only by your eyes, your lips, the flow of your voice.
Do you know, I think it's very sweet of you to say that, after all that's happened this evening.
I could say more, 1,000 times more.
Perhaps I shall give you the chance.
Here's a fine kettle of fish.
You do love me then, after all.
I haven't said so.
I shall put a stop to this. I shall take off my hat.
Lord have mercy, what is that?
Give me your arm.
$1,000, I can't get it off.
You may see me to my door.
Wait, stop. If I could only get off this hat.
I want to get away from here.
It's Harlequin's voice.
I don't see anybody.
There you are, huh? There you are. I've been looking for you, and now I'm caught up to you.
What do you want?
What I want, huh? You know very well what I want. I want my magic slipper. The one you stole from me.
I didn't steal it. You gave it to me.
I gave it to you? Well, I didn't give it to you. That's a pretty story, lady. I gave it to you. Well, I changed my mind then.
I'm perfectly willing to pay you for it.
Don't you give him a cent, the miserable oyster.
How much do you want for it?
I'm gonna say, 10 bags of gold.
Ridiculous. There isn't so much money in the whole world.
Perhaps this nice gentleman would want to pay for you.
I have only the most casual acquaintance with this lady.
You infernal little cat.
So you're here too. 2 birds in 1 stone. A magic slipper and my beloved wonder hat. Hey you, take it off. Take off my hat. Hey you, where are you? Take off my hat.
God of heaven, what is he raving about now?
Raving about my hat, my wonder hat. I sold it to Harlequin for 5 bags of gold.
You sold it to Harlequin?
Yeah, the highway ruffian. He just clapped it on his head and he walked away. And now he's invisible.
You really mean that Harlequin is here, near us?
Of course he's here, of course. Hey you!
I felt it.
Wherever you are, take off my hat. Hey, thief! Hey.
I'm not a thief. I'd have paid you for the hat if you hadn't run away in such a huff. Now, after the way you've acted, I shall take my time about it.
Harlequin,
Yes?
take off that silly hat this minute.
Well, to tell you the truth,
Don't you hear what I'm saying? Give it back this second.
I would first like some sort of assurance. Some guarantee of good faith, some...
I'm not making any promises this evening.
My dear Columbine, I have learned a good deal about my own feelings in the past half hour. I'm perfectly willing to return this man's property and submit to the ordinary and normal ways of society. But I positively insist that you, before I reveal myself, you must also return to him all sawdry charms, spells, etc., which might, if used either by accident or malice, afterthought, affect my own future course of action.
I told you once that I'm not making any promises.
Then I remain invisible.
I tell you once more, give me back my hat.
No.
Aha! I shall have my revenge. There is a terrible incorporation with this hat. He who wears this hat and removes it without the rightful consent of his owner will be invisible forever. You will never get back your mortal shape. You'll haunt the operas. You will moon around the box offices of the operas. Will you give me back my hat now?
No, not unless Columbine first returns the slipper.
I'll make my last appeal to you.
Not unless Harlequin first returns the hat.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen. I have urgent business elsewhere.
Might I suggest that the simplest way out of this dilemma would be for each of the principal parties to return their pilfered articles at the exact same time?
An excellent idea.
All right, then. Then I shall count to 3. Is everyone okay with that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2...
Stop, everybody. You, Mrs. Columbine, and you, invisible Mr. Harlequin. Because whatever you do, somebody's bound to regret it. You, wherever you are, keep your lid on and your mouth shut. I want to put it up to the kind ladies and gentlemen who have been studying this performance, and I ask them openly, what should be done at this point? Should Columbine give back the slipper, or should she hang on to what she's got? Should Harlequin take off his hat? Personally, it's my opinion that the question cannot be answered to suit everybody. So it's my advice that we bring down right here and allow everyone to go home and fix up an ending to conform to the state of one's own digestion.
Give back the slipper.
No, Not unless Harlequin first returns the hat.
No, not unless Columbine first returns the slipper.
I insist.
Just want to have a nice slipper.
Look at the
No. Give back the slipper.
Hey!
Hey, how come she can see you?
You know, we're both being paid to finish this thing.
Paid? We're not being paid. We're working for love.
Oh,
I love you. Hey! What the hell happened to my play? Where did it go? Get me back here. Ah! I let you go there.
I don't know. Okay, guys. So how was that? That's good, right? Nice stuff. Believe it or not, well, you all know it anyway. But these are all Poly students. You think that all we do is sit around and study. But believe it or not, we also think about sex. I mean, we act. At least they act. So, I'm going to introduce everybody to you because I forgot what I was going to say. Elton Kwok. Chris the Widget Tomorrow. Elizabeth Barabbas. Diane Ramkishan, did I get it right? Logan Capaldo. Ivan D'Souza. And Rudy Chapman. Wait, there's more. We have, as our official media person, Serge Pomorsky on the camera. Mr. David Chen, backstage, making sure everything happens tonight. Come on, David. Miss Tanya Panchenko, makeup artist and supporting mother. Joe, I don't see you in the audience. I think he's still outside. Hiram Amador, who was handling all the ticket sales and everything. And I'm Niche. Other than that, everybody, remember, we have a Blue Jay on Friday night. We have the music showcase on the 9th. And we have finals.
Excellent. Very good.